So as you can see, these magma cubes are freezing to death. And then, what's what I do? They'll get smaller, which then they will freeze to death. Like so. And then now the frogs can start eating them. As you can see, there's a Froglight right there. I wonder what happens if I mix frogs and Froglights together. There's Froglights. I wonder if I can remake them. Like farm them and stuff. So you want to farm these, I guess. Well, you've come to the right place. So in this video, I'm going to show you guys how to farm Froglights. This farm is server friendly, it is cheap to build, and efficient. So we're going to need to build this farm is 24 powdered snow buckets. You are going to need 5 stacks of any blocks you want, plus 5. And this is optional. The stack 52 of glass plus another 23 glass. If you do not want to use glass, you can use your block of choice. Just add on to this list. But reminder, glass will make your farm look better. This is optional. Next, you'll need 44 rails, 5 powder rails, 5 redstone torches, 5 chests, 6 hoppers, and a hopper with a minecart. Now, let's get into how to build this farm. Okay, so before we begin, how do you get Froglights in the first place? Well, first you need frogs, and then you need magma cubes. But frogs can only eat the tiny frogs, and when they do that, they produce Froglights. So how do we get an infinite amount of Froglights? Well, you have 2 choices. One is more efficient than the other, but the other one is easier to build. So the first option is to find a bastion that has a magma cube spawner, which is actually very few of them do. So it's going to be hard to find it in the first place because bastions are already kind of rare. And the other option is to find a basalt delta, I believe. I'm not sure the actual name. And those biomes spawn magma cubes. So we're going to build this farm there or in a bastion with a magma cube spawner. This video, I'm going to be showing it with the magma cube spawner. So here it is, I believe. It should look like this big wall or something like this. So if it does look like this, then it should have a magma cube spawner. Yeah, and the inside should look like this, and there you go. Here is a magma cube spawner. I think you are going to be living with these magma cubes here. I'm not sure how make this spawner not work. So the sake for this video and its enjoyment, I'm going to temporarily destroy this spawner. Alright, if you're doing this in survival, I'm not sure how to get rid of this spawning stuff, so you have to deal with it for now. So the first thing we're going to do is clear out an area underneath the spawner of like a 7x7 area. After you have this 7x7 platform, what you're going to do is you're going to get this set up. So you're going to have 2 chests here and 3 hoppers funneling in like this. That hopper going to this hopper, that one goes to that hopper, that one goes to this hopper, and same thing on this side. With a bunch of rails going in a circle like this all the way to the end, with power rails here, and you're going to place a block there so it can come back. And then you have 3 redstone blocks here powering that, and then you're just going to fill out a 7x7 platform. Now that you have this platform, we're going to build a wall around this thing, just about 7 blocks tall, I believe, starting from about here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then you're going to do that on all the sides. So after you build up all the walls, it should look like this. There should be 3 in the middle, with a total of a length of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 7 on this side too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And at this point in time, your spawner should be about here, right where this block is. So there should be 2 blocks right above it, and if so, then you're on track. So what we're going to do now is we're going to get powdered snow and place it in a grid pattern. You can fill it all the way up, but that is kind of expensive. It's going to take a while of time to get that stuff. So if you want to save time, just do like this. You want more efficient, just get enough snow that you can fill the entire thing. But why we're using powdered snow was the fastest way to kill them, because lava doesn't work, all the normal kill methods and our other farms are just not don't really work in this scenario. So the snow should be in a grid pattern like this. So now what you're gonna do is you're gonna bring 2 blocks up on your spawner. Remember, this is the spawner in this example. And then you are going to bring some glass and place on top of it, or just any other block. The glass looks better. And then keep bringing it around until it looks like this. So the reason why your block 2 blocks above it is because that will prevent any vacuum cubes from spawning on top of it and then just clogging up the system and just be stuck there forever. And now is the point that you can make this farm look good. So if you do not want to make this look good, then all you have to do is bring some frogs in there, which is the step that we're going to talk about after this. But if you do, then you can just decorate like this or any other way. So now that we have decorated a little bit, you can decorate more, but this is just the way I like to do it. So the next step is the frogs. How do we get frogs in here? Well, first step, we're going to get a nether portal, and then you're going to go over to a biome which has a certain type of froglight that you want, which there's 3 types of froglights. There's the Pearlescent Froglight, the Verdant Froglight, and the Ochre Froglight. The biome that need to get the Pearlescent Froglight is this. The ones that need to get the Ochre Froglight is this. And the biome that need to get the Verdant Froglight is this. So, you're going to grab Froglights from the biome that you need. You can get multiple Froglights from each biome, mix them together and stuff. Doesn't matter what type of frog it is, it just matters if it produces the Froglight that you want. So then, once we have captured it, we're going to need it either from bow, minecart, or something like that. We'll need to bring that into here and have them this live in there, I guess. And once when your frogs are in there, like this, you can now put your minecart in here, which I need to add a bumper there, and place it down. And then now we make sure that it can go all the way around and back, which looks like it can. So now your farm should be working. So now I'm gonna place my spawner there and magma cubes in there. Now it's time to escape. I'm going to place this back. So as you can see, these magma cubes are freezing to death. And then what's I do? They'll get smaller, but then they will freeze to death. Like so. And then now the frogs can start eating them. As you can see, there's a frog right there. And when that minecart comes around, it'll pick it up like that. And then it will deposit them into these chests. So I'm gonna run this for about a minute, and I'll tell you how much Froglights I got. And now it's time the chest. So this chest had a grand total of 20 Froglights in a minute, including when I first showcased the farm. And now we'll give it a second so I can deposit all the Froglights. And this had 24. That will give grand total of 46 Froglights per minute. So you can do the math and get that per hour to find the per hour total of how much Froglights you're gonna get. And yeah, and this is the complete guide of how to make a Froglight farm in Minecraft 1.19. If you want some more guides from me, click the link in the top right. If you want to subscribe, click the link right below that. And yeah, see you guys next video. Bye.